students. Today I am going to do GCE O-Level Examination Mathematics 1000 Short Question Series. This is paper 31. So we covered already 30 papers. So this is also 1 hour paper. All questions are related to your O-Level syllabus. So these all 1000 questions are important to do your paper 1 part A because you get a similar structure, 25 short questions in part A. So each question worth 2 marks. So you can spend 2 minutes for each question, but 10 minutes time you can recheck your answers. So let's do question paper 31. So in the first page, questions 1 to 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and page number 2, questions 7 to 13, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and third page, questions 14 to 20, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and last page, fourth page, you get questions 21 to 25, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Let's do question number 1. X minus 7 is one factor of the expression x squared minus 12x plus 35. Find the other factor. So it's already given. So you don't need to factorize like before. You can use a short method to find out the other factor. So we need to find out the other factor. X minus 7 is one factor. Look at the last digit, 35. Here, 1x squared. So to get 1x squared, x, you need to multiply by x. So first thing you can fill that. Then the next one, 35. 7 is there. 35 divided by 7, you get 5. So that means this should be 5. How you decide this is plus or minus? Middle term is minus, means both should be minus. So that means we are taking here 35, you are getting plus 35. Minus into minus becomes plus. So this is also minus. So x minus 7 and x minus 5. So those are the two factors. So you get 2 marks for finding that. Question number 2. Marked price of a table is 42,000 rupees and the price with VAT is 48,300 rupees. Find the percentage of VAT. So first we can find out the amount of VAT. Take the difference. Amount of VAT is 48,300 minus 42,000. You get 300 and 8 minus 2, 6. 6,300. So that VAT amount for 40,000 rupees. So you can find out the percentage of VAT charged is 6,300 is the amount of VAT divided by the marked price. That's 42,000 into 100. This is 100%. 2 zeros get cancelled out and 1 0 with this. So 3 times 21. 3 times 1, 3. That's 14. 7 times 2, 7 times 3. 10 divided by 2, that's 5. So 5 times 3, finally you get 15% as a percentage VAT charged. So 2 marks for that. Question number 3. Find the value of S when U equals 10, T equals 2, A equals 4 of the formula is equals UT plus half AT square. So this is a formula that you are using in science. Distance is equal to u is the initial velocity, time, and acceleration is a. So we can substitute and find out the s value. U is 10, t is 2, 10 times 2, half. A is 4 and t is 2. 2 squared, you can write 4. Now, according to Bodmer's, you can do multiplication separately and then simplify. So you get 20 here plus 4 times 2, 8. So 28 is the distance traveled. Here, not given units, so you can just write 28. 2 marks for that. Question number 4. Convert 15 over 2 root 5 to a fraction with rational denominator. So what is rational means? You get rid of this third form. So we call rationalize the denominator. So what you do? If you have an irrational number here in the denominator, you can multiply both the numerator and the denominator by that. When you do that, you get the irrational part in the numerator. 15 into root 5. Root 5 into root 5, you get 5. So this is like same number root multiplication. Get rid of this power. So root 5 into root 5, 5. 5 times 2, 10. Now you can simplify this. Divide by 5, 2 and 3. So you can write 3 root 5 over 2. So now we can see in the denominator you don't get irrational parts. Third parts, only in the numerator you get it. So this is called rationalize the denominator. So you get 2 marks. Question number 5. Ratio between cement, stones and sand. Cement, stones and sand. 1 to 2 to 4 for a concrete mixture. How many pans of sand needed for a mixture of 77 pans? So altogether 77 pans. We need only number of sand pans here. Only this part. So first write as a fraction 4 out of 4 plus 2, 6 plus 1 out of 7. Out of 7 parts, 4 parts are sand. So what about 77 mixture? 7 times 11, 11 times 4, 44 pans needed for 77 pans mixture. So 44 pans of sand. So only we need this part. So 2 marks for that. Question number 6. Simplify the algebraic expression. Denominator is the same. So you can just subtract the numerators. 2x minus, make sure that you put brackets, x plus 3. Now expand brackets. 2x minus into x minus x minus into plus 3 minus 3. 2x and x, you get x minus 3 over x minus 3. Get cancelled out and you get 1. So this is the answer when you simplify. That's 2 marks for that. Find the values of angles x, y, z. All lines are given parallel. So what can you say? Straight away you can find out x from here. This is a straight line. Sum of angles in a straight line add up to 180. So 80 plus 5x equals 180. So what's 5x? 180 minus 80. That's 100 degrees. So what is x? Divide by 5. X becomes 20 degrees. We found x. Now we have to find out y. Now look at this one. this angle, 5x and this angle, allied angles, add up to 180 because the two lines are parallel. So you can say 5x plus 2y plus 30 is 180. So we found x is 20. Substitute 20 times 5, 100. 2y becomes 100 plus 30, 130. When you take it to the other side, 180 minus 130. So you get 50. 50 divided by 2. Y becomes 25 degrees. So you get 1 mark. But we need to find out Z as well. How you find out Z? Look at this line and these two lines. This angle and this angle both are corresponding angles. Those are equal. Z plus 10 is equal to 30 degrees. So what's Z? 30 minus 10, 20 degrees. So for all correct answers, you get 2 marks. If one is correct or 2 correct, you get 1 mark. Question number 8. ABCD is a parallelogram. Find the perimeter. Just add the lengths. These are the values. So what's the perimeter? Perimeter is equal to 4 twice. And this side 12 twice. Outer length. 8 plus 24, you get 32 centimeters is the perimeter. Now we need to find out the area. Area of the parallelogram base into perpendicular height. So to this base, this is the perpendicular height, 9. So area becomes 4 into 9. 36 square centimeters. So you get 1 mark each. Question number 9. Find the area of the semicircle with radius square root 35 over 11. So how you find out the area? Half pi r squared. Pi you can write 22 over 7. R squared. So root 35 over 11 into root 35 over 11. When you multiply square root, same thing, square root get cancelled out. So you can write half into 22 over 7 into 35 over 11. Now simplify. 11 times 2 and this 2 get cancelled out, this 2. 7 times 5. So what's the area? 5 square centimeters. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 10. Find the value of x in terms of ABD. ABD. So how you find out the x value? Look at carefully. Can you see this is a straight line? This exterior angle is sum of interior opposite angles. So C you can write A plus B. What else you can write? And then x is here. This angle. That angle is equal to opposite angles are C and D. So x is equal to C and D. C plus D. That's also exterior angle. Now we need ABD. That means no C is there. So you can substitute. This C, plug it to here. So what is x? A plus B instead of C plus D. So A plus B plus D is x. So 2 marks for that. Question number 11. Write down the coefficients of x and xy in the expression this. So you can simplify like terms. So x terms first simplify. 5x and 2x, 7x. 6xy and minus 3xy, 6 minus 3, 3x. That's plus 3xy. Now, what are the coefficients of x? Coefficient of x is 7. Coefficient means number in front of the term. Coefficient of xy is 3. So here coefficient we can write like this. So I'm writing, you can write in words. Coefficient of x is 7. Coefficient of xy is 3. So 2 marks, 1 each. Question number 12. Find log 515 in terms of a. If a is log 5, 3. So we have to write in terms of that. So we'll split this. We can write 15 as 5 into 3. Multiplication. Multiplication becomes addition of logarithms. Log 5 base 5 plus log 5 base 3. We know that same base, same number. That's always 1. So 5 and 5, that's 1. What is log 5 base 3? That's given a. So you can substitute a there. 1 plus a. 2 marks for that. Question number 13. Write down these fractions in ascending order. Look at the numerator, all are the same. So how we decide which one is the smallest? One which has the highest denominator. So easily you can write in ascending order. That means smallest to bigger. Smallest to biggest. So here, one which has the highest denominator becomes the smallest value. So this is first. So 7 over 11. Then the next highest is 8. 7 over 8. Then 7 over 5 and 7 over 2. That's really easy because the numerators are the same. 2 marks for that. Question number 14. Factorize. So how you factorize this? So we'll use long method first and we'll try short method as well. So we need to multiply these two. 3 times 253. $759. Find out the factors of 759. The middle term should be minus 10. So you need difference. Difference of 10. So first we can divide and see. Divide by 3. Divide by what? 11. 2 and 33, 3. So then 23. These are the factors. Now see, you need 10. 33 and 23. 33 and 23, difference is 10. So you can get 33 and 23. Which one is negative? The bigger number, because the middle term is minus. So minus 33. Now we can split the middle term to minus 33x and plus 23x. Now factorize. Taking first two terms, 3 is common, 3x. Take it out, x minus 11. When you take 23 out, then you get 11 times that. So x minus 11 as well. X minus 11 is common, take it out and write the other factor 3x plus 23. So that's how you factorize. If you are not using this method, what's the other method? You get 2 marks. I'll show you the other method as well. So you can take the cross method and it's trial and error. 3x squared, so that means 3 and 1, x squared, you get x and x, 3x and 1x, you get 3x squared. What are the factors of 253? So think about these two, 23 and 11. So only 23 and 11 there, those are prime numbers. When you cross multiply and add, you need to get the middle term minus 10. But when you do that, this is too big. So you have to interchange these two. So 23 will write here and 11 here. Now we can see 11 times 3, 33 and 23. Difference is 10, but bigger number should be negative. That means 33 is negative. So you put a negative sign here. How you write down the factors? Factors this way. Horizontally we write down the factors. 3x plus 23 and x minus 11. So if you don't want to split this, the middle term to two numbers and do it, you can try the cross method. So you get 2 marks for any correct answer. Question number 15, find the value of angle A. When you look at it, we can't find at 1. So we have to do a construction. So we'll draw a line here. We'll extend this line. Now we can see. What can you see? If this is A, this is A. Corresponding angles are equal because the two lines are parallel. Then sum of these two angles is equal to the exterior angle. So 120 is equal to A plus 50. So what's A? 120 minus 50, you get 70 degrees. So 2 marks for that. Question number 16. Find the value of 1 minus x and 1 plus x when x equals a over 2b in terms of a and b. So 1 minus x and 1 plus x. So you can substitute x equals a over 2b. 1 minus a over 2b and 1 plus a over 2b. Then 2b is a common denominator, lowest common multiple. Convert that, you get 2b minus a. What about the denominator? 2b is the common denominator, 2b plus a. Now we can see 2b get cancelled out. So if you can't see, just rewrite this. Divide by this. Multiply by the reciprocal. So 2b goes up and 2b plus a goes down. 2b get cancelled out and you get 2b minus a and 2b plus a. So 2 marks for that. Question number 17. Find the value of t squared minus 1 over t squared plus 1. Again, similar question. Here you have to substitute t equals 3 plus 3 over 4. So what is t squared? If t is 3 over 4, you square it to get t squared. 9 over 16. 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16. 9 over 16. So we'll substitute that. 9 over 16 minus 1 and 9 over 16 plus 1. Take the lowest common multiple, 16, And you can substitute 9 minus 16 here and 9 plus 16. Denominator is 16. 16 we can see it get cancelled out. 9 minus 16 minus 7 over 16, and division you multiply by the reciprocal. 16 goes up. 9 plus 16 you get 25. 16 get cancelled out. The final answer is minus 7 over 25. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 18. According to the given information, write down an equivalent ratio to AQ to AC. AQ to AC. So how you do that? You have to check whether there are equiangular triangles. If this is alpha, this is 90, alpha 90 minus alpha here. If this is 90 minus alpha, this is alpha, because 90 degrees given. So we can see APQ triangle and the big one ABC triangle, both are equiangular. Equiangular means similar triangles. Similar triangles means ratio. Corresponding ratios you can find. So AQ. AQ is the angle opposite to 90. So what is opposite to 90? That's AC. Then you can write what's the angle opposite to 90 minus alpha. That's PQ. What about 90 minus alpha here? That's BC. Or you can take the other side. Opposite to alpha, that's AP. That's equal to opposite to alpha, that's AB. So you can take any corresponding ratio. So according to the given information, write down an equivalent ratio. You can write one of these. So 2 marks to write down one of these. You don't need to write both. Question number 19. X squared plus 3x plus k over 4 is x plus h squared. If this is true, find the values of h and k. So that means completing square is given. So how you get the completing square? We can use these two terms. So how you find a perfect square? So what you do? You take the x term, divide by 2 and square it. So what's the term you need to add? 3 squared 9, 2 squared 4. You have to add 9 over 4 to make a perfect square. That means this is equal to x plus 9 over 4 square root. You get 3 over 2 whole thing squared. Check. You get all these 3 terms. X squared, square of this, and 2 times the multiplication of these 2. So you get 3x. All 3 terms are the same. Now, you can compare. Now, this is given x squared plus 3x plus k over 4 equals x plus h squared. Now, what's k? You can compare. K should be equal to 9 and h is 3 over 2. So these are the 2 answers. So you get 1 mark for finding k and 1 mark for finding h. Question number 20. Simplify. You can't use laws of indices because bases are different. So you have to convert to the same base. 27 and 9, what's the common base? You have to convert to 3. 27 you can write 3 to the power 3. And what's 9? 3 to the power 2. Now simplify. Brackets means you can multiply. 3 gets cancelled out. 3 squared. 3 into 3, 9. 2 and 2 get cancelled out. You get 3. So 9 times 3, 27. So you can write 27 there. So 2 marks for that question. So question number 21 is about class boundaries and class limits. Write down the class limits of the given interval. So you already know how to do class limits to boundaries. 1 to 9, 10 to 19 something. You add these two and divide by 2. So you get, and you are adding 0.5 for the upper boundary. So 9.5 and here 0.5. Those are the boundaries. This one becomes 9.5 to 19.5. Now similar to that, now what we do? This is boundaries. Boundaries we add 0.5 to get the lower bound. Not the other way around you have to do. So what you do, add 0.5 to that. So you get this one. So you get 10. 10 to 90. Then this becomes the next number. 20 to 29. This becomes 30 to 39. So remember that. You add 0.5 to get limits for the lower part. Lower boundary, you add it. When you take upper boundary, you subtract 0.5. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 22. According to the information given, show that sin x and sin y ratio is AC to AD. So we can use the bigger triangle. So bigger triangle, ABD triangle. Sin x is what? Sin x becomes opposite. That's AB over AD. Opposite over hypotenuse. So when you cross multiply, what's AB? AD into sin x. Now take the smaller one, ABC triangle. What's sin y? Same, opposite, AB over AC now. So what's AB here? From the second equation, AC times sin y. Sin y. Now, these two are equal, same AB length. You can equate the two equations here, 1 and 2. So you can say AD sin x is equal to AC sin y. Now which ratio we want? Sin x to sin y. So we'll keep sin x here and take down this sin y. And AC is there, we'll put AD down. So AC over AD. So you get the answer. So 2 marks for that. Remember the ratio. So katoa. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse there. Question number 23. Write down the answer in scientific notation. So addition. So it's easy to take the common one first. 10 to the power 4, 10 to the power 3. So 10 to the power 3 is common. Take it out. What's remaining? 3.21 into 10 here. And here 2.54. 10 to the power 3. This is 32.1 and 2.54. Just add those two. 4, that's the second decimal. So it's better to write in a column 2.54. So this is nothing. So add it. 4, 6, 4, 3. 34.64. This is not in scientific notation. So you have to write the number less than 10. So that's 3.464. So that means you have to multiply by 10. This becomes 10 to the power 4. So what's the value in scientific notation? 3.464 multiplied by 10 to the power 4. So you get 2 marks. Up to this point you get 1 mark, and converting to scientific notation you can get another mark. Question number 24. Fill in the blanks in the table that satisfy y equals x squared minus 3. This is quadratic equation. So we can substitute. Normally you get a similar question in paper 2 also. You have given a graph and then you are asked to find out value of y when x equals something. So same thing. So the equation is y equals x squared minus 3. When x equals 2, what's the value? 2 squared minus 3, that's 4 minus 3, you get 1. So this is 1. Y x equals 3, 3 squared minus 3. 3 squared is 9, 9 minus 3, you get 6. So those are the 2 answers. You get 1 mark each. Question number 25, last question in this paper. Draw y equals x and y equals 2 graphs and write down the coordinates of the intersection point A. Y equals x, that means any x value you get the same y value. 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Any point you can mark. So the line passes through these points. You don't need all the points. Just 2 points enough to draw the line. That's y equals x line. What's y equals 2 line? That's a horizontal line passes through y equals 2. This one. Now what's the intersecting point? So this is y equals 2. This is the intersection point. That's A. So you are asked to write down the coordinates. Y value is 2. What's the x value? X is also 2. So the coordinates of point A is 2, 2. Both x and y values are the same. So 2 marks for that. So this is the last question in this paper. So we covered all 25 questions and we gave 50 marks for this paper. Each question 2 marks. So do this paper and then check my video to see whether you got all correct.